Raylongleg Crossing, and today we are creating your favourite YouTuber as a me character, which is me. So I was thinking to myself, why not, show you how to create, me, Raylongleg, as a me. So let's see what we can do, shall we? So first off, this is what my face will look like there. So what you got to do is make sure you go for this, sort of part in particular. What I'll probably recommend is, if you guys are doing this in your free time, I'll recommend, if it's going to take you that long to get to this bit, I'll give you 5 seconds, because sometimes when you just scroll everything, right, that won't take you that long. That'll give you 5 seconds. So I'll give you guys 5 seconds, so pause the video for 5 seconds, shall we? So after you've done that, I recommend skipping these 2 bits and just go straight to colour, because really I feel like to myself is that my character has no, he hasn't got no cheeks coming out, and also hasn't got any little lines going through as well. So that's why I thought, why not just skip that part straight away? But that's what you've got to get to. So this is the bit you've got to click on. But I was thinking, maybe just give yourself 30 seconds maximum. So I would recommend, pausing this video for 30 seconds maximum, okay? So after you've done that, what I recommend is going straight into hairstyle. But as you can see on my screen, it's in section 5, but as you can see, if I move 2 across to where it goes to where my hairstyle is, that's where it is. It's on the last row of all the other hairstyles. But the idea is, if you're trying to do this, you've got to make sure you scroll down to section 5 really quickly, because sometimes you don't know what hairstyle there is. So as you can probably see on screen right now, I'm trying to scroll down to where section 5 and then you might find my one down below, but it might take you a while. So what I recommend is 10 minutes maximum. So pause this video for 10 minutes maximum, okay? So after you've done that, I recommend going to colour, which is the bottom one down here. So this is the one I recommend particularly, because that's what my character sort of looks like at the moment. She's got that it's like a light, kind of like a lighter brown colour, sort of that colour. So what I recommend is clicking on that colour, but I think it might take you maybe 10 seconds or maybe 30 seconds. So what I'll probably recommend is pausing this video for 30 seconds, okay? So after you've done that, what I recommend doing is going straight onto eyebrows, because I know that it's quite crucial getting the eyebrows for my character, as you can see. But these are the ones you've got to go into. So you've got to do scroll probably 3 times until you get to this eyebrow in particular. But what I'm going to probably recommend is probably 5 seconds for this one, because it won't take you long to get scrolling. So I recommend 5 seconds. So what I would say is pause this video for 5 seconds, okay? Okay, after you've done that, you got to make sure the opposition is more correct. So what I'm sort of recommending in a way is making sure you pause this video maybe a little bit longer, because sometimes the opposition of getting my eyebrows in the right area is a bit too crucial, and plus it's quite hard. So what I'm sort of recommending, maybe 20 minutes for this one, because sometimes you can accidentally get my eyebrows in the wrong area, and sometimes it can get all wonky and that stuff. So I was thinking maybe 20 minutes might actually do you guys a lot. So what I recommend is pausing this video for 20 minutes, just so you can make sure you can get the eyebrows in the right areas, okay? So after you've done that, what I recommend is going on to colour again. So you've got to make sure it matches my hair, matches my hair colour as well. So just make it look just like me there, as you can see. So what I recommend is, because it won't take you that long this time, so I'm thinking maybe 10 seconds for this one, because it won't take you that long to scroll down and quickly select the colour of my eyebrows, etc. So it won't take you that long. So I'm thinking pause this video for 10 seconds, okay? So after you've done that, what I'm going to probably do next will be going on to the eyes, because you've got to make sure you get the eyes in the right area, don't you? So what I'm probably recommending in the first section, as you can see, there's probably 12 for the first section. So what I recommend is making sure you get down to the bottom bit, from this little area, after this sort of eye, and then go on to this one, because this is the one that I've used, as you can see. So you've got to make sure you click on this one. So what I probably recommend is probably 30 seconds for this one, because sometimes it all goes wrong at the last minute. So that's what I'm recommending, going for this particular eye that I really want for you guys to make sure you get right, so I'm thinking maybe 30 seconds, so pause the video for 30 seconds, okay? So after you've selected the right eyes, go on to the opposition part, and I know it's going to take you guys a little bit longer to get the opposition bit right and that, etc. And plus it is the most crucial part of making sure your main character stands out a little bit. So what I'm probably recommending again would be 20 minutes, because it'll be easier for you guys to pause the video for 20 minutes to try and get the opposition in the right area, because sometimes it can go wonky and it can sometimes frustrate you guys sometimes. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe 20 minutes will be better for you guys, so make sure you pause the video for 20 minutes, okay? So after you've done that, what I'm going to probably recommend is, for eye colour, you've got to go and show more, because that's what I've done. So this is the one I'll probably recommend, is just right here, because what I've done is that I've not gone for the basic ones. The basic ones, for example. What I've gone was gone into show more and gone for this one over here. So I'm thinking, because this is quite crucial again, I'm thinking maybe 15 minutes for you guys, but if you guys are thinking to yourself might be a little bit longer, then you could always recommend 30 minutes maximum, which is equivalent to half an hour, just in case you can't get in the right position. So what I'm going to recommend is to get to this part, maybe pause this video for probably 15 minutes, just in case it goes all wonky. If you could do it for less than that, then I won't mind. So pause this video for 15 minutes, okay? So after you've done that, what I'm going to probably do is go on to nose, because I feel like we have not done that one yet. So this is the nose you've got to go with. So I'm thinking, because it's just one across, it won't take you that long. So I'm thinking 10 seconds maximum. So make sure you pause this video for 10 seconds maximum, okay? Then after you've done that, go on to opposition. I think the opposition bit is a little bit, because the nose, you've got two sections you've got to do. So I'm thinking to myself, well, it might be a little bit easy for you guys. You might not have to do it for 20 minutes this time. So I'm thinking maybe you could probably do it for 10 minutes, just in case, because sometimes you don't know if it's going to go a little bit wonky or it's a bit out of place, you know what I mean? So maybe just do it for 10 minutes, just pause the video for 10 minutes and see how it goes. So pause the video for 10 minutes just in case, okay? So after you've done that, what I'll probably recommend going to the mouth part, because I feel like your main character has to have a mouth, doesn't it? So as you can see, that's what my mouth kind of looks like. It looks kind of small to you guys, but you need to figure out how to do the opposition part when it comes to that. So as you can see, that's the one you got to go with. But I'm thinking to myself, it might not take you that long, so maybe 10 seconds you could do, maybe, or maybe 30 seconds. Let's see what I can think about. Maybe 30 seconds just in case, because sometimes you've got all these mouths and sometimes you scroll all the way around, sometimes like that, and sometimes it just gets a bit too much. So I'm thinking to myself, why not pause this video for 30 seconds maximum, because it might help you out a little bit, okay? So after you've done that, go on to the opposition part. So I'm thinking to myself is that you might want to ignore the colour part, because as you can see, if my character had lipstick on, then yeah, you could go on to the colour part. So what I'll say is skip that part, but focus on the opposition part. So as you can see, this is quite crucial again, but I'm thinking because it's got 3 sections to it, I'm thinking maybe you could have a little bit less onto it. Might not be 20 minutes maximum, maybe a bit more. Maybe I can think to myself what minutes you could probably do. Maybe I'm thinking maybe 15 minutes for this one, because it could be a bit crucial for you guys to get the opposition in the right area. Sometimes it can go lopsided and you can't control what's going on with your controls constantly sometimes. But if you want to do, if you do want to pause this video for 15 minutes, then I'll probably recommend it, to be honest. So after you've done that, I'll probably recommend probably skipping facial hair and mole, but I want to go down to where it says glasses, because that's more important right now, because as you can see, my character wears glasses, but the opposition might stay the same, so just keep an eye out just in case. But I think it won't take you that long to look at the glasses, so I'm thinking maybe 5 seconds maximum, so pause video 5 seconds maximum, okay? So after you've done that, I think the opposition kind of stays the same, but I was thinking to yourself, if you want to get this jotted down, I'll probably recommend 10 minutes for this bit, okay, just in case it goes wonky a little bit, because I think 10 minutes is definitely more time for you guys. It gives you a little bit more time to make sure it's in the right areas and that stuff. But if you want to do it for 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes, then feel free. So pause video for whatever time limit suits you, okay? So after you've done that, what I recommend going to show more and make sure you get this colour, because it's like a pastel-y pink kind of colour that, and obviously as you can see there's a lot of like, you know, other colours there are, so you could get confused with them. So because it's like a pastel-y pink, I'm sort of thinking to myself, you might need more time for yourself, but I'm sort of thinking to yourself, you've got the option, if you want to pause this video for like whatever like time limit you guys have got, then I'd probably recommend it, because sometimes you can get like, you know, a bit, it might be a bit hefty at times, so you can't even try and like, you know, try and get the right colour, etc. So I'm sort of thinking to yourselves, whatever time you like timing you want to like, you know, pause this video for, then I'll probably recommend it, okay? So after you've done that, what I'm probably going to say is that if you were like, you know, trying to like, you know, make me, I was thinking that my gender would have to be like, you know, female in particular. So what I'm probably going to do is like, you know, say is that if you guys are like, you know, creating a new me, make sure you like, you know, go on to like, you know, female before you like, you know, start doing all this sort of thing. So that's the gender for my one. So you got to make sure you like, you know, select female when you're trying to do like create a new me, etc. But what most importantly I've got to say is that make sure you get the body type bit right as well. So I'm thinking if you guys want to pause this video for as like a time limit for doing to yourself, if you're thinking that it's going to take you a bit longer, then maybe just give yourself maybe like, you know, 20 minutes maximum, or maybe a bit less, maybe 10 minutes or something like that. It all depends. Normally the opposition part is the most like the most crucial part for like when you try and create new characters, etc. So I'm thinking whatever time limit suits you, pause the video for whatever time limit you're gonna go with, okay? So after you've done that, what I'm gonna probably say is that after you've sort of done that, I recommend getting my favourite colour, which is like, you know, yellow right here. So that's why my character was very like colour yellow. So I'm sort of thinking to myself, it won't take you guys long to get the favourite colour right. So I'm sort of recommending maybe just 5 seconds for this bit, because sometimes it's most easy for like, you know, some of you to actually like get this part right. So I'm thinking 5 seconds might do you guys at a time limit, so pause video just for 5 seconds, okay? And once you've done that, the most important thing is to make sure you like, you know, type in the name Raylongleg like as the nickname for this me, and then before you know it, you're kind of done. So you've got to make sure you know, type up Raylongleg just be on the safe side. Oh, whoopsie, I might have accidentally pressed the wrong button there, but that's what you got to do. So you've got to make sure you type up this name. So I'm thinking this might not take you long at all, so I'm thinking 5 seconds again just for this part. So I'm thinking, yeah, pause video for 5 seconds, okay? So there you have it. So now you know how to make a meal of like, you know, your favourite YouTuber Raylongleg, which is me. So I was pretty like, you know, happy that I've given you guys this tutorial video today, how to bring my me, like my YouTube me as a main character for you guys. So if you guys do have Miitopia, then you could obviously like, you know, change it up a little bit, but I might, you know, do a part 2 for this one, okay, just to be on the safe side, because I think I definitely did a few changes for this me as well. So I might have like, you know, changed the hairstyle in Miitopia, etc. And you know what I mean? I do want to do more of these me like creating me tutorials soon, because I really enjoy doing it with you guys. So if you guys do want to see more of those, then you know, make sure you subscribe so you guys don't miss out on any of my videos, etc. Make sure you like on this video, and if you're new to my channel and see more of my content, please subscribe to a variety of content. My enjoy my involved Animal Crossing content, Miitopia content, but as you can see that I will probably do Miitopia content at some point, but mostly I tend to do Animal Crossing a little bit more because I have a little bit more ideas for it sometimes. But sometimes when it comes to gameplay for Miitopia, I'm not really sure about it yet, but I think creating these for Miitopia and like showing shorts of like, you know, one of my me characters that I created previously, then yeah, I probably would continue with that just for Miitopia content, etc. There's a turn notification for the Animal Crossing and Miitopia content for me, as well as every. Bye from Raylongleg Crossing, and I'll see you next one, so bye!